Elastic versus inelastic demand. It is also vital to distinguish between elastic and inelastic demand. Elastic demand refers to the part of the curve where the price elasticity is more significant than 1. In contrast, unit elastic demand is the part where the price elasticity equals 1. On the other hand, perfectly inelastic demand is when the price elasticity is 0, and perfectly elastic demand is when the price elasticity is infinite. Midpoint formula. The midpoint formula is commonly used to standardize the calculation of percentage change and price elasticity. This involves taking the average of the starting and ending values. Midpoint formula. Lastly, the elasticity on a straight line demand curve is not constant. Points above the midpoint have price elasticity more significant than 1 and are considered elastic, while points below the mean have less than 1 and are considered inelastic. The middle of the demand curve yields the highest total revenue. Suppose the calculated value of the price elasticity of demand is more significant than 1. In that case, the demand curve is elastic, whereas if it is less than 1, it is inelastic. Revenue and price elasticity of demand. Any change in price affects revenue in two ways. a shift in payment per unit, and a difference in the quantity sold. Increasing the price may increase revenue if the effect on income is greater than the effect of the drop in quantity, but it is only sometimes the case. When the elasticity is greater than 1, revenue falls when the price is increased. When the elasticity is less than 1, revenue rises when the price is increased. Determinants of the price elasticity of demand. The price elasticity of demand is influenced by various factors, including the availability of substitutes, the type of item, and the duration of any price changes. If a good has many reserves, a price change will significantly change the quantity demanded, while goods with few substitutes will experience little difference in demand. Additionally, the price elasticity of goods representing a significant portion of the income will be higher than those representing a smaller share. The perceived duration of price changes also affects the elasticity of demand, with temporary changes leading to more elastic demand than permanent changes. Furthermore, different consumer groups may have differing price elasticities of order and length of time, since a price change can also impact elasticity. Income elasticity of demand. Income elasticity of demand measures the sensitivity of quantity demanded to the changes in income. Positive income elasticity indicates a normal good, while negative income elasticity indicates an inferior good. It is important to note that the absolute elasticity value only applies to the price elasticity of demand, not the income elasticity of demand. Cross price elasticity of demand. The cross price elasticity of demand is another way to measure the sensitivity of quantity demanded in response to changes in the price of related goods. If the cross price elasticity of demand is positive, the goods are substitutes. If it is negative, the goods are complements. Price elasticity of supply. The price elasticity of supply measures the sensitivity of quantity supplied to changes in the price of a particular good. Elastic versus inelastic supply. Elastic supply occurs when the price elasticity is more significant than 1, while inelastic supply occurs when the price elasticity is less than 1. Unit elastic supply occurs when the price elasticity is precisely equal to 1. Perfectly inelastic supply means there is no response to a change in price and the supply curve is a vertical line. Perfectly elastic supply means there is an infinite response to a change in price and the supply curve is a horizontal line. Understanding the price elasticity of supply can help us predict the impact of demand changes. Utility and consumer preferences. The utility is a numerical measure of a person's preferences, with higher levels indicating a more robust choice. We use utility to identify more preferred combinations of goods and assign higher utility values. Combinations of goods that give the same level of utility will result in indifference between those two combinations. However, it is essential to note that utility is only ordinal and cannot be used to conclude a consumer's level of happiness. Budget constraints.